Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about my helmet collection. So right now I've got 9 of the Marvel and Star Wars helmets. They are all assembled and displayed in these awesome Wicked Bricks cases. We have the Luke Skywalker's helmet. We haven't put it together yet, but we also don't have anywhere to display it at the moment. So for right now, that one's going to be put on the back burner until we can figure out what we're going to do with the rest of our helmets. So let's go ahead and take some of these Wicked Bricks display cases off the desk and talk about the helmets individually. Alright guys, so we have my entire helmet collection here on the table, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown of who I think the best helmet build is and what the worst helmet build is. So I'm going to rank them from 12 to 1, and now let's start with number 12, which is not even really a helmet. But we're going to go ahead and throw it in there because it was released in the same packaging during the same time as some of the other helmets were. But number 12 is something that I'm probably not even going to build because I don't really have the room for this in my Lego room. Now I may build it and display it by the UCS AT-AT, but as far as right now, that's going to take the 12th spot. I'm not a big fan. Now number 11 is something we don't even have yet, but we have ordered. It is the Dark Trooper helmet. I don't like how small they built the head for the bust. I think it looks kind of goofy. I think they could have done a much better job considering what they were able to do with some of these other builds. So that one's going to take the 11th spot. Now, number 10, this may be a very controversial opinion because I know this set is getting a lot of praise, but for me, number 10 is going to be Luke Skywalker's Red 5 helmet. So I like what they were able to do with the opening here. It does give the appearance that this is a wearable helmet, or to some scale it could be worn in the Lego world, which is really neat. I do not care for the stickers, but what really throws me off about this set is how they did some of the detailing where they use like different types of Lego parts with the combination of stickers and tiles to kind of give you the idea of depth on this, and I think it missed the mark for me. So we're going to call that spot number 10. Number 9 is going to have to be the Stormtrooper. I really like some parts of this build, but it really kind of missed the mark in the way of how flat it is here on the top. You really kind of lose the idea of roundness. I think they could have done a better job with that. But for me, this is going to take spot number 9. All right, so number 8 is going to be Iron Man. So Iron Man is my favorite Marvel character, period. When I first got back into Lego after my dark years, I started collecting Iron Man minifigures, and I have almost every version of Iron Man in a minifigure form, as well as War Machine, the Iron Legion drones. I have them all, and they're displayed in my room with pride. But this, in particular, it's so square in some spots, and they tried really hard to pull off the depth, but I just really think it missed the mark. So unfortunately, this is going to have to take spot 8 for me. Now spot 7, another Marvel helmet. So the Carnage helmet does a great job in the build in the mouth. So the teeth and then the pink tiles that they use in there to capture the tongue and the inside of the mouth, I think is fantastic. But with all the stickers that are on this helmet, I really think it hurts the overall look of this. And I think that's why we'll probably never see a helmet build for Spider-Man, because you'll see something very similar, which would be the stickers. So that one's going to take that spot. So spot number 6. This is where things kind of start to get tight. Venom, I think, is a fantastic build. I love what they were able to do with the teeth and the tongue. I really think it speaks to the character. I love his eyes. I think the way that they sloped everything down there, I think it looks fantastic. I don't like how flat it is on the sides of his head as well as the top of his head. So that's why this one's going in spot number 6. Now, spot number 5. Maybe a controversial opinion. But we're going to the TIE Fighter Pilot. I think the build on this is fantastic. They did a really good job using these print pieces here. I think the breathing apparatus tubes were done fantastically. I also love the way that they did prints and stickers behind tiles to really kind of break up that area. So if you look at it a certain way, you don't think that, oh, those stickers look really bad, or oh, those prints look really bad. It does a good job of portraying this area. So that is fantastic. But when you get into the rest of these other helmets, I think that the TIE Fighter Pilot, it just has to take number 5 spot, because number 4 for me is going to Darth Vader. Now, I like the way that they did this. Some of the aspects with the cheek and these rods, I don't really care for that. I really don't care for the stickers on the front, but Darth Vader is such an iconic figure that we had to at least put him up as high as he is there. So with the 4 spot going to Vader, let's talk about my top 3. So these 3 helmets here, by far my favorite that they've released so far. I love the color that they were able to get with Boba Fett. I love the depth that they were able to get with the Mandalorian. And I really enjoy the accuracy, in my opinion, of the Scout Trooper. So in 3rd place, I'm going to say that the Mandalorian, the new March 1st set, is going to take 3rd. I really enjoyed the way they were able to capture the depth here on the cheekbones. I'm not a crazy fan about the bridge of the nose. I wish it would have been a little bit skinnier. I know that's been a common complaint. But really what would have put this set over the top for me is if we could have seen more of this, this silver color on the build. There's a lot of gray, and I really think that if LEGO could have included a couple of more pieces, just a handful, I know that these pieces are a little more expensive to produce, but I really think it could have been better overall if they would have included more of those in the build. So I'm going to give the 2nd place to Boba Fett, which means 1st goes to the Scout Trooper. Now let me tell you why. So with Boba Fett, I love the color they were able to produce with this build. I love the dent in the helmet, the rangefinder. I think overall, this is a super solid build. I really enjoy what they were able to do with it. But I feel like with the Scout Trooper, they were able to capture so much more detail and accuracy with this set that it by far is my favorite build of the helmet sets. Now, to boot, this set is $10 cheaper than all the rest of these helmet sets. Now, the Darth Vader set retailed for $69.99. The rest of these were at $59.99. This was $49.99. Now, right now, you can catch it on Amazon on sale for $39.99. I really feel like that is a solid deal for something that is as accurate as it is. They used a very small amount of stickers on this, and where they did use the stickers, I feel like it blends in very nicely and it doesn't take away from the set. Now, Boba Fett's helmet doesn't use any stickers. It's all brick built. So that's fantastic, but you start to lose that idea of roundness, which all of these helmets unfortunately suffer from. Now, with this Scout Trooper, you get much more of that angled squareness to the build because that's the true shape of the helmet, and I really feel like it's much easier for LEGO to capture that in LEGO form than it is any of the other ones. So for that reason, I'm going to have to give this my #1 vote. Drop a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on the helmets in general. I'd love to know your opinion, and tell me what you think about mine. Do you think I rated these right? Let me know. But go ahead and drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and we'll see you back on the next one.